Hey everybody, and welcome back to Jackie's Garden Spot. I am Jackie, growing in Zone 8B, Alabama. And on today, we'll do a general update on the garden. We are between the rain. It's been raining here a lot. It will continue to rain for the rest of the week. So I will show you what happens when all of the rain comes in. So again, I am in Zone 8B, and of course, the squash bugs are here. So we will discuss that. Also, a couple weeks ago, I gifted my mom a green stalk for Mother's Day. And remember, I showed it to you. It was all boxed up. We have unboxed it at her house, and I will take you on a tour of her green stalk and show you the updates to that. So let's get started, guys.
Green stalk is looking lovely. She did get the green stalk color, and she has a lot growing on into the green stalk there. We have a lot that she's filled in. Some of it was started from seed between the both of us, and it's doing beautifully. It is progressing along. She did receive the spinner to allow for an easy transfer of her moving it back and forth. So it is doing wonderful. It is thriving and she's enjoying it. I hope that she enjoys it more in the future to come when she's thinking of things to plant inside of it. It's filling out very well. She has something, I think, in every pocket by now. And that's her green stalk, guys. Decorative top to that green stalk with the bee on it. I thought that it was a very beautiful addition to her green stalk. And she's watering it and checking on the dryness levels of it every day. So I think that she's very happy with it. She talks about it constantly. And so hopefully she will keep enjoying it and keep planning good things to come. As you can see, that is the green stalk and her watering agent. So stay tuned. And then I wanted to come back and show you all how the squash vine borers are getting us this season. So if you can remember when I was showing you how to use the BT to inject in the stem, because they normally, well, let me show you this. So the squash vine borers normally will deposit their eggs in this section near the root system. And so what I've noticed is that this particular squash plant was turning pale. So I began to look at the base, and there was nothing at the base of the plant. But however, look guys, they are coming above the stem. This plant towers up. So I was calling myself trellising it like that. So they are coming up and in putting depositing their eggs. So I'm just going to pull out this whole plant so that it won't just take over all of the squash. Just wanted to show you that. So I don't know, there is no fix it to this, but they are here. I am in zone 8B, and I'm going to continue to harvest, and I'll bring you along and show you everything that we have at the end here. Just wanted to show you that. So there is no way or no true way to beat the squash vine borer. Also, be sure to check your leaves as well, because they are depositing in the leaves, the stem of your leaves as well. Just an update. Check on the bush beans. Look like they are filling in very well. I don't have any on that one yet. And then dropping down, if you can see, we have some more delicata squash coming in. And I am just so happy that I came in between the rains just to check on the squash. And I try to check them at least every day just to see if they are still thriving, surviving, and doing healthy. And I'm glad that I did, because I've learned a lot from how the squash vine borer attacks it. Remember, we were doing a comparison between what could grow in the bucket with the squash. This is the cricket neck squash, and then what could grow um, in ground. So the disadvantage to growing it in the bucket is that they don't grow too big. So this is the harvest from the bucket, and this is the cricket neck squash. So I think that from now on out, I'm going to start earlier with growing the squash, although I did start very early. It's just that the squash vine borers are just taking over. And then we are between rain right now. So that's another deterrent of causing the diseases and causing everything to look like it does right now. So um, this is the update after or between the rain, because we should have another downpour of thunderstorms coming in a couple of hours. So I'm just showing you what we have and how everything is looking. Although the rain is helping a lot with the growth, it is also causing some damage as well. So like it's causing the tomatoes to split, and I'll show you that. But it is causing a lot of growth on the positive side. For instance, look at the peppers. They are growing and doing well. But then on the other hand, here are the tomatoes. This is a Cherokee purple tomato, and it's already splitting. It's from all of the rain, and I have a couple like that. But for the most part, I think that we are on a good track. I am going to come in and fertilize today with the fish emulsion fertilizer. This is the Anaheim peppers. So they are doing very well with all of the rain. I'm just going to come in and again fertilize. This is the bell pepper. I don't know if you could see that. Hopefully you can, but everything is looking good for the most part. The corn is filling in and doing very well. Show you that. See that? It's filling in well. And again, as you know, I do come in and I do shake it to allow all of the kernels to fill in on the cob. So for the most part, we are doing well and we are off to a good start. Just showing you how everything is looking. Peppers are coming in. The shishitos are doing very well. Those are some more Anaheims. So everything is looking good. It's just that I'm kind of disturbed by the squash vine borer. And hopefully we will see if we can get some. I am happy to see that the corn is filling in, doing wonderful, thriving, growing. And I'll keep you updated on the garden as we go along. So the cucumbers are full of blooms, and I think that they are on a good track. Looks like if all of the blooms remain on there and they develop, then we'll have a lot of cucumbers this coming season as well. And the potatoes are taking off and growing. So for the most part, everything does look well. The shampoo ginger, the grapevine behind there, the muscadine vine looks to be doing well. The turmeric is still growing and thriving. And I almost forgot to show you, our kohlrabi is finally forming a bulb. We have some ants attacking this one that I'll have to treat. But it looks like they are finally forming a bulb and coming in. And then let's pan on around to our peanuts. They are doing beautifully between the weeds. that's growing between them, but they are doing well as well, and they are thriving. The Thai basil is still thriving and surviving. I just came in and clipped um, like the blooms of it off so that it won't go to seed. I want it to bush out and keep thriving and surviving. So it smells delicious, still doing well. It looks very healthy and productive. Even on the upside down tomato, this is another Thai basil. I'm just going to come in between here and pinch it off, and hopefully it will keep spreading out to make it bushier and very productive as well. The upside down tomato is at the end of its course. Remember, that is one that will not keep producing. That's a determinant. It's the Tiny Tim. So I have just harvested from it, and either I will have to plant another determinant tomato there, or just pull it out and continue to let the Thai basil and the marigolds continue to grow. So I'll decide on that between the raining, after the rain or something, and I'll let you guys know. I'll bring you back on and let you know about it. This is another basil plant. It has bushed out. It's doing well. That's the lime basil. Very good. Looking very good. So I'm going to come in again right here, and then right between the leaves coming out, I'm just going to pinch to keep it from flowering and to help it to keep bushing out. And let me not forget to discuss the collard greens. So we've harvested maybe 3 times from the collards, and as you can see, the pests are here. They are trying to take over, and so that's why I am harvesting regular from here, and I'm spraying as well some organic pesticide, and hopefully we will keep them surviving and thriving. That's a tree collard right there. But hopefully we can keep them surviving and thriving throughout, up through the fall and the winter months. So that's our collards. I'm just giving you a back scene of the peppers. We are absolutely loaded with peppers, guys. I am so excited about that. You can see that. And the blooms, which means that we're getting more peppers. So the peppers are looking very good. And look at our watermelons. They are off and spreading and growing. We have a lot of blooms there as well. So a lot of growth is taking place with all of the rain. And I just hope to stay abreast of everything to keep it growing and thriving. This is our okra. It's finally bushing out and doing well. If you look very closely, there are some little pods coming in. There, and there, and there. So they are coming in and doing well. And on the watermelon, what I decided to do was, because I'm told that once it starts to run like that, then do not step over in there if you can, because you will be damaging some of the vines or some of the watermelon. So I'm not going to step over in there once they begin to spread out. But what I am going to do is I'm going to keep the perimeters around here trimmed off so that they won't grow outside of the boundary here, outside of the brick wall that I have here. So I'm going to keep them trimmed, and hopefully that will cause them to be healthier, sort of like that. I'm just going to keep them trimmed back, and that will cause them to be more healthier plants. And so they will not be able to spread outside of the garden spot here. And we'll see what happens from there, guys. On the other side of the garden, since we talked last, we have completed some changes here. For instance, we harvested out all of the carrots. And so I'm thinking about what I'm going to put here in this empty spot. And of course, that did free up some room to allow for the other comfrey plant to thrive and survive, spread its wings out and grow. And then I did not tie back the celery. However, it does appear that the stems are getting um, a little thicker on their own. So I think that I'm going to leave it and just let it continue to grow, and we'll harvest from that. The moringa, I did kind of move some things around and freed up a little space in order to allow it to get a little more sun. So now it's doing a little better and thriving and surviving as well. And then our lettuce is ready to harvest. Our mint is growing. I did snip some back. I do need to come back in and snip some more. Our strawberries are spreading and growing. And then our calendula, I did come in and clip some off, and they are still producing. I want them to continue to produce so that I can make some oils from it when the leaves or the blooms dry out. Our onions are still doing wonderful. And then our comfrey plant. I do need to come in and clip some off to add to the fertilizer as well. I did do some chop and drop last week as we discussed. So everything on this side is still doing wonderful. And I think that we are on task. And let me tell you about the comfrey plant and what I'm thinking about doing with it. So this is the original comfrey plant that was planted out in the garden spot. And of course, as you can see, it is spreading a little bit and growing massively. So I'm thinking that I want to separate it. However, I need to research more because I don't want to kill the entire plant off. So stay tuned for this one, another experiment that I'm thinking about. Just thoughts, random thoughts in my head. But if you know anything about comfrey, separating comfrey or propagating comfrey, let me know that as well. Leave it in the comments for me or email me. I appreciate it. And I have not updated you all on the roselle. It is still doing very well. I did 3 plants of roselle, and I'm told that 2 would be more than enough. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with it. Right now, it's still thriving and surviving. This is the update on the rose cuttings that we did. One, the very small one, which I did expect, did not survive. So I'm trying to determine what's going on with the other ones. I don't see any growth going on yet, but they're not turning brown either. So we'll keep you updated on this. This is a little experiment that I had going on that I'm ready to tell you about too. This is a mixture of tomato clippings or branches that broke off from the storm, and I just stuck them down in a little soil. They took root, of course, and they are doing well. So I will be separating this in another week or so and adding it to the garden spot to give us more tomatoes. And as I mentioned before, this is what I'm fertilizing with today, the fish fertilizer. And it's the ideal time to do this since the soil is wet, the ground is wet, and those nutrients are going to better absorb from the roots of the plant. So this is an ideal time while it's raining, between the rains, to fertilize. We're getting a little bit of an overcast here right now. I just finished fertilizing for this week, and that concludes this episode of the Garden Spot. And until next time, be well and be blessed. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to see more content from me. Be well, guys. Bye-bye.